This is the situation we want to ensure you never experience. This is a recessed flashing leg. It occurred on every window in this home. It was devastating. This could ruin your company. Following the training in this video will help you avoid the pain that this terrible situation can bring. Hey everybody, Summy here. I'd like to welcome our friends from Champion Windows. This video is going to be especially regarding recessed flashing. What we're going to do is use a recessed flashing product called Lightning Flash XL. We're going to flash it in a kind of a standard recessed opening. What's important about this opening is it does not have a slope at the lower recessed edge. If you do not have a slope at the lower recessed edge of the window, then this is going to be a great way to flash recessed windows. Very, very strong assembly. If you have a slope at the lower recessed edge, then I'd encourage you to use Corner Flash, which is the other product that we manufacture, and it's designed to have a slope at the lower edge. However, many builders do not put a slope at the lower recessed edge, and in that case, use this assembly that we're going to demonstrate for you here today. Again, thank you to Champion Windows, and I hope you get something out of this. If you have any questions, you can call us at 800-310-7673 or visit our website, www.tlslabs.com. And if you're on YouTube, you can look on the lower info section of this and see links on where you can get these corners. Thank you very much. This is a typical 4-inch recess framing condition. You will notice the residue on the lumber from the many different times we have flashed it. We have solid backing at all points of the opening. The lower edge is horizontal without slope. Personally, I like slope to the lower edge, but I understand that not everyone agrees with me. So when there's no slope, use this assembly. As always, start with a bib to the lower edge so that building paper can be tucked under later. Next, apply a small amount of sealant as shown here and press your Lightning Flash XL pieces into place. Secure with staples. Now let's apply some more sealant on top of the Lightning Flash corners in preparation for our Lightning Flash inside corners. We call these our Lightning Flash B pieces. That looks good. Hold on, let me take a picture. Now let's watch this in real time, so you can get an idea of how long it will take you to prepare a recessed corner with Lightning Flash corners. The rest of the flashing will simply be counter flashing the rest of the assembly. This video will show you how we would counter flash the Lightning Flash corners. You can counter flash any way you like. We simply offer opinions, very experienced opinions. Lightning Flash corners are done. Not too long, right? Now for the counter flashing. We want to keep this difficult condition as simple as possible. No crazy, difficult origami folds. Every cut we make creates a 90-degree corner. Simple as good. The lower SAF membrane is cut like this and set so that it terminates at the lower edge of the window framing sill. So I'll give you points for that. Remember to always J-roller your material to the substrate. This is very important. Now we apply a small amount of sealant in preparation for our Lightning Flash corners. These are the smaller corners designed for use under vinyl and aluminum windows. We are creating our membrane pan for use under windows. We think you will discover that these corners are quick, easy, and durable. They will help you make very solid pan systems. Hersey is the Tiger Woods of window installation. I don't know if I'm happy. Epi is Phil Mickelson.
Let me get the phone. Okay.
Now, measurements are taken and the lumber marked so that the membrane can be layered in such a way that it terminates at the inside edge of the framing sill. Now, a critical measurement is made, and the SAF membrane cut. Notice Percy holds the SAF membrane up to the marks he made on the trimmers. You want it to span the opening, stud to stud. Be careful with this measurement. You want the membrane to look just like this. Okay, let's do the cuts. Now it is time for end dams. We cut simple squares out of our SAF material. These squares are 12 inches by 12 inches. Now that your end dams are in place, you need to cut them and fold the material into place. We're going to show you two different methods for these cuts. You can choose whichever method you like the best. I think the cut on the right looks better, but the cut on the left is a lot easier. There's an alternative way. If they like it the other way, they can do it the other way.
I like this one.
That way is easier and faster.
Yep.
This way's kind of prettier.
No.
Here is the cut to the SAF membrane on the right side, and here is the left side. Both are very effective. You choose whichever one you like the best. Now it's time for our upper end dam. This is an 18-inch wide piece of our 12-inch SAF material. It's positioned in such a way that it terminates at the inside of our trimmer. Simply looking at this, you can tell it is a strong assembly that will not leak. Notice the nice tight corners. Tight corners are very important. Do not trampoline or beer can your corners. Tight corners are very important for keeping water out of our assembly. Now let's apply some sealant at the inside corners where the SAF membrane edge is. This protects us from water that might enter the assembly from any wrinkles that occurred during the installation process. Percy and Epi don't generally have wrinkles, but they do happen. You're doing me a favor. I'll get one in a minute. Not a big deal.
Go get Starbucks. Get coffee for everybody.
All right. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Okay, our recessed flashing is done. The framing has been flashed. That's about as easy as it's ever going to get and remain effective. Now it's time to flash the window. Lower flashing is necessary. The lower flashing does a great job of protecting our recessed flashing materials. Then side flashing is applied. This is the easy part. Terminate your side flashing at the top corners just like Percy did here, flush to the framing. Now install your window, level, square, and plumb. We like the double butter sealant method of window installation. This means you apply sealant under the nailing flange, then again on top of the nailing flange and butter it flat. Sealant should extend 1 inch beyond the edge of the nailing flange. Fasteners and pre-punched holes should not be visible after the sealant is applied. 2 gaps are left in the sealant at the lower right and left corners of the window. These create your paths of least resistance in case water gets into our rough opening due to window failure. Now we flash the top of the recessed framing. Start with the lightning flash inside corners. We call these the B pieces. Next, apply sealant as shown and apply the lightning flash XL A pieces. These are the outside corners.
Pictures?
Go ahead.
Now let's apply top flashing to the window. I like using a nail-on flashing material at the top nail fin that will press into the wet sealant. This provides a separation between the peel and stick SAF material and the wet sealant. After the top flashing is applied on top of the nail fin, we apply our SAF peel and stick material as shown. It's positioned in such a way and cut so that it terminates on top of the nailing flange.
That squeezes out good now.
Yeah.
Now, to terminate our pan on the inside, we apply sealant. Apply sealant all the way across the entire width of the window and 8 inches up each side. I like pressing 90-degree PVC material into the wet sealant to create a great-looking inside dam. If you don't have this PVC material, then use your finger and press the sealant under the window to keep water from getting into the home.
All right, that being Percy, what do you think of this assembly? Pretty good.
It's really good.
Could that ever leak?
No.
What about nuclear blast?
No.
No. Could anybody do this? Is it fairly simple?
Yeah, simple, very simple.
Very simple.
All right. So you recommend this?
Yes.
We do.
Okay, you heard it here. It's got the Percy and Epi stamp of approval, right?
Yep. 100%.